Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I've made several videos on how to do a name in a font like this where you put it's all one piece, and you can take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in and get that if you were going to cut that out. But I thought I'd show a little bit different way to do it this time. A lot of people get a little bit confused about the weld tool and virtual segment delete. So I'm going to left click, right click, and we need to go to object and convert it to a curve. And so it's no longer a text. And then just take your two rectangles and kind of draw them out, make them as thin or thick as you want. I'm going to go ahead and hit P, put it in the center of the page. I'm going to make my letter, make sure my letter's in the center of the page. I'm going to take my line now and Control D and make a duplicate, and then let off my control button, but as soon as I start moving it, hold my control button down. And it all depends on, you would probably not want it to be touching that part of the S. Same thing here, start moving and hold down the control button and make it, the control button restrains it, so you have to move pretty far to get it off base. Now here's kind of the new way to, or new to me, I just started thinking about, I'm going to delete that. Okay, if you could have weld, but there's still lines you've got to delete. Here's a different way to do it. Take you a rectangle, take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. Nudge that over. Left click, right click, go up to object and break the curve apart just so you can get rid of the rectangle. And now you have that letter with, that'll fill in with the Smart Fill tool, and you could either cut that out or whatever you want to later. Now we're going to go ahead and delete this. These are two parts, so we need to group them for just a second. Control G, and then put P, put them in the center of the page. Now we can actually probably leave them grouped. We're going to type out on all caps, the word Smith, just to make it easy. Pick Time New Roman, that maybe looks a little fancier. Sometimes you have to click off your font. And then bring that in and hit P, and you can kind of see what it looks like. And then we're going to left click and right click and convert that to a curve. Now we need to either change the size of the Smith or bring these two in. You don't want to make it overpowering, but you need it touching. So now we're going to go up here and go to object, group and ungroup, and we're going to set our nudge factor on something like 0.1. And we're going to nudge this down just till it kind of intersects those letters. Then we can nudge this up. So it's probably better to do this than to stretch your text. Now we should be able to weld it, and it worked. A lot of times it doesn't work because it's not grouped, or you got too many groups. And then always to look at it to kind of see what it would look like. It's kind of hard to tell what it's going to look like until you get that. But that's how you do that. Now, and after I did it, I started playing around, and I'm going to make a second video on if you were going to print this and even engrave it like that, give it a little bit of extra, just a few tricks you could do to this exact letter. I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.